Should've waited. Oh, fuck!
Holy shit! Go! Go! We gotta get the fuck out of here now!
Through here! Come on!
The girl went through there. Get after her. I'll get this guy. It's a droid.
Whoa, shit! Fuck! Come on, come on! Die, you fucking bag of bolts! God, am I glad to see you.
Come, brother. We can't stay here.
Welcome back. You are listening to the midday broadcast of the National Press Organization's Colorado channel. Thanks to listeners like you, we can provide independent, old-school style reporting on the greater Colorado conflict. I'm regional MPO correspondent Jack Bateman, coming to you with today's coverage of the Denver Insurgency. Merry Christmas, folks. While our colleagues in Nashville and across the American territory have reported a remarkable truce between belligerents, the war between the RAC and ANSET rages on. This morning, ANSET reported a failed RAC ambush on one of their patrols. The report notes one casualty with all attackers killed, with two having fled but later shot by a droid. However, a source informed us of a repair tech being dispatched, so it seems like our favorite superstate is hiding something from us like usual. The RAC has not yet commented. I've been asked by our headquarters in WestCon to explain to new listeners just what the Colorado conflict is all about and who's involved, so I apologize to you locals listening in. Firstly, who is the RAC? Well, if you ask the ANSET, you'd probably be told they're godless, backwoods savages, which is likely their official stance now that the rebels have continued fighting through the 15th Christmas in a row. To us truth seekers at the NPO, the RAC, short for the Revolutionary Army of Colorado, is a far-left coalition who has declared sovereignty since ANSET first annexed the former state in the early 50s. Many analysts speculated the group would die from infighting, but while the leftist ideologies under their umbrella are diverse, they have so far successfully united for the greater goal, which is to, and I quote, empower and liberate the people of Colorado from the tyrannical capitalist oppressor, and soon after the entirety of the American territory. Well, you have to admire the ambition. So far, they claim control of nearly 8,300 square miles, with territory stretching from a couple dozen miles north of Fort Collins all the way down to Colorado Springs, which is currently contested. The vast majority of those miles are within the Rockies, with little territory being claimed east of I-25. The RAC is best described as a militia force, with few of their men and women ever having received professional training. Their armament is largely civilian grade, with surplus and stolen gear comprising most of their heavy firepower. With that said, somebody is supplying the rebels with anti-tank weaponry. The NPO is currently investigating rumors that the infamous smuggler group, Zane's Riders, are supplying the RAC with special equipment. What they lacked in training and supplies, they try to make up for in devotion to their cause. The RAC has been observed to enact several, quote, desperate measures to gain an edge against their Goliath, including easing age requirements. The NPO have confirmed that the RAC has recorded the oldest soldier in the history of the American conflict at 64 years old. In this day and age, you'd be lucky to live that long. We ask for comment and receive the following statement from an official. The RAC does not discriminate by historically stigmatized factors when determining eligibility for our armed service. We judge according to each ability. How progressive and convenient. Civilians under RAC rules seem to have remained fairly unmolested by the rules, even the less enthusiastic ones. However, we have received reports of aggression and power abuse targeting religious and outwardly conservative civilians. We've yet to hear of anything exceptionally egregious, thankfully, and apparently the RAC has begun cracking down on such cases internally. Well, so much for the tolerant. Nah, I'm not even gonna make that one. Moving on. Shifting our focus to ANZAC, the Coloradan conflict is the corporate state's black sheep of war. Our sources confirm that soldiers sent to this front are amongst the most poorly equipped within the faction, with many having mismatched uniforms, outdated equipment, insufficient winter clothes, with ANZAC apparently even tapping into the pre-nuclear exchange stockpile for old gear to hand out, which is usually reserved for arming the land resistance routes, as discovered by an NPO expose last year. Mechanized units are also rare. According to an anonymous soldier, quote, you'd be lucky to have a Humvee covering your ass during patrol, let alone a droid. However, as reported last week, ANZAC's Special Operation Forces have been spotted operating in the region. It is unknown of their mission or their particular unit, but their presence alone is significant. It seems that while the foot soldiers are struggling, the elites are planning something big. This coincides with an increased incursion by ANZAC into the Rockies, establishing several launch bases in the foothills. In a warning to its citizens, the RAC has noted an increase in enemy scouting groups. No doubt they've also issued this warning internally, as ANZAC has boasted of several sniper assassinations and convoy disruptions in these past few months. The Denver Insurgency has been an on and off conflict since the RAC's inception, with the rebels continually making moves to capture the city. They are on the offensive once more in conjunction with the second offensive into Colorado Springs, which they were pushed out of last year, as this Christmas marks the 2-month anniversary of the most recent Denver attempt. That wraps up my little history lesson. I hope you all have a safe and Merry Christmas. This has been Jack Bateman coming to you with the NPO's Midday Report.